Can I
He's
drop off the
alive.
planets?
I had to get rid of the rest of the clothes.
Zoom said he didn't feel like making a character. That's why he's not here.
I don't blame him at all.
Anyway,
do I.
Either.
welcome welcome all to another one shot from this Downfall series. This is round 2 of 4, and I am joined here by a couple folks. So first off, repeat performance. Hello, Valmona.
Hello.
How are you today?
Aren't you in the same house?
Yeah, she's like one wall over in this direction.
Yeah.
Ah,
This is
Jesus
the most
Christ.
awkward, weirdest shit you've ever tried to do.
Oh, don't worry. It's not that bad.
so I'm still waiting for him to shave his mustache.
Dude, I already told you. One of the surgeons told me I look like Freddie Mercury. This thing stays.
I wouldn't say Freddie Mercury.
Then say it. Oh, you don't want to say it.
No.
Too late. So, Wired, how are you doing other than having trouble with my facial hair?
Just kind of existing right now, looking for a job.
Sounds like a noble cause. You said something about making a business, no?
Oh yeah. Mining bitcoins.
That kind of business.
Mm.
Okay. Sure.
Hey, money's money.
Money is money. Xellos, how are you doing?
Alive,
Have-
as you can see,
We haven't played D.D. in a while, haven't we?
for good reason.
What do
So
you
what,
mean?
two months actually?
Last session was about like 7 weeks ago or 6.
So 2 months ago.
Campaign's on hiatus, okay?
Hiatus. Right. Permanently cancelled.
No, it's not cancelled. I still want to see what happens, okay? Just I have trouble
Yeah,
figuring out how to
sure.
get there. And the person who is the most disappointed with the hang up of that campaign, Zeke, how are you today?
I'm great, and I'm looking forward to waking up to work in 7 hours and 50 minutes. Let's get the show on the road.
You wake up at 4 a.m.
Yes, so let's get going.
You're a crazy person.
Yeah, well, I have to travel to the capital and shit.
Okay. Yeah. Remember how I said I was prepared? Aha. No, seriously. Let me just really quickly read the intro for future generation. So, there's a mess up north. I think everyone's aware of this at this point, right? And it's probably wise for your group to clear out of the capital, or hell, I don't know, like maybe go north, find your destiny. Whatever. Either way, you want to get out of the city, which is why we are here right now. The problem with leaving the capital in your case is that it's a bit of a trek to any other major hub of civilization, and you kind of don't have the funds to make the travel. So, you have to step up your game. You've been doing, little odd jobs here and there, maybe, showing the way to some, random townsmen who got lost in the various districts of town, along for a meager payment, usually their coin purse, or a couple teeth and their coin purse. You've been getting along, each and every one of you, in your own way. You've kind of known each other, because you're all kind of mainstays in the town at this point. And you kind of banded together to take on this next job, which seems a little sketchy to you, but hey, you want to get out of here, and time's running kind of short, in the sense that the news from up north are not exactly nice, but let's not concern ourselves with that right now. Right now the priority is getting money. So, you talked to this weird hooded woman in one of the many taverns of the city. She offered you this weird courier job. You're supposed to go to a couple places, meet a couple people, and make a delivery, and supposedly the pay is really nice. So this stinks of higher ups, nobleman drama nonsense. It's best to stay away from this sort of thing. Hey, money's supposed to be good, so you took the bait, hook, line, and sinker. And the four of you, met up and went on their way to the first meeting point in the dead of night. So, you're walking down the streets, navigating silently through back alleys, thanks to the expertise of one of you, making good headway. And yeah, leading the charge is Valmona. Who is at the front? Who do we
I'm
see?
leading.
I think that's fitting.
All right. So you see a blonde wood elf. Uh, with green eyes and rather usually rather sad, looking sadly at everything. Not really taking care of what's going around. That's it. I'm wearing leather armor also.
So what's your name? Because kind of force it upon you that you know each other, so you should probably know your names, right?
Yllwynn, as you can see.
Alright. On Elf of a Murky Past. Who else is there? Xellos, do you want to introduce your character?
It'd be a human of very unremarkable qualities, except for his brown hair and the fact that he's wearing leather armor and a rapier. He has introduced himself as Gorstad. And claims he's a local, and apparently he's living up to that as he's helping to lead the way.
So your character's name is Gorstad. Got it.
No!
Close enough.
I like that fan theory, but I must decline it.
Yeah, Wired, who else is there? Who do we see? Come on.
What did I name myself? Oh yeah, Enva Taldrin.
Well, you changed the last name, so it's an improvement.
No,
we'll get there.
Enva. See, I changed both names.
Yeah, I know you changed both names, but this is the first time you changed the last name.
Yeah.
We'll figure out one day how to make a new character. It's fine. So
Yeah,
what else?
Don't worry, one day it'll happen.
Yeah. So what does your character look like? Who do we see?
I
Who are
don't
you
know. You
working with
tell
here?
me.
What do you mean? I tell you.
I just
Isn't it
made
your
this character
character?
10 minutes ago.
Yeah, you told me it's easy.
No, I told you. No, I didn't tell you that.
You told me something along the lines of it being fast. So
It's
more or
it was
less
faster
easy.
than making a custom mystic.
It's,
I don't know. Fucking insert generic tiefling description.
Come on, you could try at least a little harder.
One sec. Okay. Google, don't fail me now.
All right, so you have time
Okay.
to look it up while we go to the other
Literally
person.
the first image result. Let's go with that.
Okay, sure. But
Blue skin. Okay, there. Got it.
that's where you put the period in the sentence. Okay.
Yeah.
I think that's actually a step back compared to your previous characters, but okay. So the nondescript blue person, and who else is there, Zeke? What's your character looking like? What do we see? Who is there?
Alright, you see Tiki. It's Arakora. Or how do you say it?
Arakokra, I think?
Bird person, anyway. Bird person. That's the easiest word for it. It's a bird person. Right. It has lime green wings and legs. It has a white chest area and a pink head. And it's in leather armor. And it has a long bow.
I think the pink cap edition really sells the character to me. Okay, so just realized I don't have my tablet anywhere nearby. But that's fine. That's fine. We'll make do with what we've got. So you're navigating the various alleyways of this like district in the capital, making our way to the first meeting point. takes you a bit of time, but you're making good pace. You've got plenty. And you arrive at the designated location a few minutes ahead of time. The place you arrived at is actually right next to the palace. Walls cliff. Let's go with the palace cliff. You see the capital itself is a sprawling metropolis with all sorts of architecture clashing with each other. But the main focal point, well, maybe assigned the Wizard's Tower, but that's off like across town, is the capital, the Royal Palace. It's a fort, castle, built on top of this impossible-looking outcrop of land, as if a piece of the world was just raised straight up into the heavens for about 100 feet or more. In places it's not exactly even. It's a castle. It has been found, many centuries at this point ago, and settled. Castle has been built on top, and it served as a house to people of power for many generations. Massive. Well, it's a fortress that you can't really scale in any feasible manner. It's kind of climbing a sheer rock face up high, and then you have to somehow get past the patrolling guards, figure out a way in.
So in summary, it's fucking big, scary, and you're not getting in.
I mean, you could get in, right? There's like a properly carved, terraformed way up the castle. The main entrance. Obviously, there is a way in. It's not. You don't need to require magic or anything to get up there. But
is there a moat?
No, they don't have a moat.
That is scalable, as easy as fucking peasy.
Yeah, you could probably climb it. Just it's questionable whether you can do it without being seen. However, climbing it is none of your concern, at least right this moment, because you're supposed to arrive at a point somewhere below the castle, right at the foot of this massive land outcrop, near one of the windows in the lower sections of the building, presumably some sort of servant chamber type of deal. And you're supposed to wait there for a package, which you're then supposed to take elsewhere. And yeah, you are supposed to.
So is this like a FedEx package, a UPS package?
You're not sure. It's a package. That's all the lady told you. You're supposed to pick it up when the night bells strike for the third time.
Or unwashed bastards somehow managed to make their way into the royal grounds. Gotcha.
I mean, the royal grounds are technically above you, right? This is a bit of a more upbeat area with, noblemen's houses and stuff, but,
The unwashed fucking masses.
Oh, yeah, that's why it would be really weird if you just walked down the streets. Thank God you have your, street smart, so you know how to move around stealthily. Not really stealthily, but keeping yourself out of patrolling guards' view. That sure makes it much easier. Because the entire operation is pretty much carried out among the maybe not royal, but noble district, right? You have a couple points to travel in the higher up areas. But yeah, and you still have a few minutes of wait until the time of the first meeting is due. Do you have anything in particular you want to do, like talk about, show in this at this point in time?
So we're in some sort of gardens, right?
You know what? I think it's safe to say you entered like less than legally onto a garden space of some nobleman. At this point in the night, of course, nobody's around. The hounds appear uninterested or sleeping or elsewhere or not present at all. You're kind of left to your own devices, and this peaceful sleeping piece of Greenland. in the middle of the city.
I just sadly look at all those green flowers and so ever and just sigh and wait. I mean, they remind me of something, that's it.
Yeah, do you want to elaborate? Show us some of your character? That's the point where I give inspiration. If you show to either to the characters or to the players, as to the players, something you have prepared about your person.
Not now. I don't really trust them. Why should I tell them? No.
Again, it's not. You
We're
don't
all
have to tell the
strangers.
characters. You can just tell us, the people at the table. That's
No,
kind of,
not,
you know,
not now.
Spoilers.
mental
Not now.
monologue. Okay, sure.
Yeah, that's spoilers.
Yeah, of course. Anyone else? Anyone? Anything?
So we're in basically someone's backyard. Do I see the door? Is there a back door?
I think you're in a secluded corner, but if you went out, you'd probably with very little difficulty find a way to the mansion.
No. I wanted to just pick open the back door and leave it there as it is, just open. Surprise the owner.
Not like yeah, okay.
Is there any place that one could like just climb up to? Just, like,
Climbing.
hoist myself up.
Yeah,
Are we
you are
waiting for a person here, or what are we?
you're waiting for
like-
the package, however it's going to be delivered. Or it would be most, you know, the easiest if it just like a person showed up, right? But back to Zal's question. Yeah, you can either climb up onto some of the wall that divides like two residence grounds, because you're like right next to the cliffside, right, to the cliff face of the royal palace. You can so on one side you just have this sheer stone wall, but there's a divider wall between two residences nearby, or you can like climb on top of a gazebo that is nearby.
I'll hoist myself up on the wall is towards the servants' quarters, place, whatever.
The wall is a little to the side. Well, the servant quarters I was talking about are high up on the cliff face, dozens of feet up.
They're gonna come down from on the street then. Okay. Well, I'll scale the wall and go sit on a part where it's where there's an overhanging shadow from the cliff face.
Yeah, hiding in the shadows.
Spooky.
I mean, it's kind of easier to see shit from up there.
Mm-hmm.
Rather than not get shanked if they're gonna get shanked.
But
Okay.
what if they shank you first? Because they teleport behind you and say, nothing personnel, kid.
Maybe that won't happen. Anyone else have anything they want to do? Show off anything before we
No.
carry on?
No, I'm just gonna chill.
Zeke?
It's fine.
Alright, so a couple minutes pass, and yeah, you hear in the distance the bells ring for the third time this night to announce the passing of time. And right on cue, who has the highest passive perception in the party? What's your passive perception, guys?
Let me see.
Not
Maybe
the
me
highest,
because
I
I'm
can
an elf.
assure you.
I don't know what it is.
It's
Ooh.
wisdom plus perception modifier.
Which one was the
and-
perception
It's-
modifier?
it's-
Dexterity?
It's 10 plus perception modifier.
What the fuck was perception modifier?
Wisdom.
Dexterity?
It's wisdom.
So,
I got
12.
+5 perception. So 15.
And have 15. Alright, so Tiki. Yeah, you're sitting off to the side, perched up on over to the side, not disturbing anyone. When you're just looking up at the stars, And as the bells ring, you see that from one of the windows up in the servants' quarters of the palace, you know, high up there, you see the lights lit, whatever. You see like something like a dark shape get thrown out and start falling down towards you. It looks like like a sack or a bag.
Alright, I'll fly up and catch it midair.
What race are you? That I didn't know that there was a bird people race.
There is. It's in the
Why aren't you
supplemental.
paying attention? Oh yeah.
Yeah, I
okay,
know, but I'm
okay.
just trying to remember what the fuck name it was.
They are called
something.
Arakokras.
Arakokra, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the Arakokra. Okay, give me an acrobatics check. Not a very difficult one, but you know, you're trying to catch something flying towards you.
20.
All right, yeah, no problem. Yeah, this thing like lands in your arms safely, and you come down to the ground with it. It's about yay big, kind of a round sack, kind of kind of meaty and a little wet. Yeah, it weighs a few pounds, and yeah, from the outside you can't really distinguish anything in particular. It's just a sack.
Right, so I look into it.
Okay, you look inside, and I'm not sure how you react to this sort of thing, but inside there is a what's the word? A decapitated head of a man.
Cool.
I fucking knew it. I didn't say it, but it's like there's a
Really?
severed head in that.
Well, I'll look at it with disgust, but not much else, really. I mean, I knew it was a shady person, so yeah.
Yeah.
I lean back over as I see you open the bag. Like, you sure you want to open that?
Yeah, and then the bag just comes open, and yep, there's a head inside. Well, regardless, this seems to be the package because all the conditions, you know, met, place, time.
Seal it back up before it starts smelling. Last thing we need is fucking godhounds.
So is this a human, or what is it?
Definitely a human head.
Alright. Well, I guess I'll close the little bag again, because, yeah.
Well, your next objective, well, destination is a sewer entrance / exit in near the border of the noble district. Supposed to meet someone there, and again, pick up another item.
Oh, we're supposed to hand it over.
No, you're supposed to take another item from that sewer entrance and then go to the final destination.
Okay.
Get both the items there.
Off we go, then, I guess.
We're off to see the sewer great of probably bad things.
Yep.
Probably.
As we go there. Through the alley.
Okay. I'm assuming you don't want to get spotted by any guards or anything of the sort. Can the person that leads the party give me a survival check?
I guess I have the one. Don't
I
worry.
got the survival
Damn it.
check. God damn it.
Survival in the city is kind of odd, but okay.
Well, it's the best. It's a navigation check, right? And survival is used for navigating.
16.
Yeah, you're intimately familiar with the alleyways, even in this place. So yeah, Yllwynn
I mean,
leads.
it kind of helps that I can literally point the fucking way.
Yeah, you know the way. It's a team effort for sure. There's also a bit of a trick in making sure nobody sees you. And yeah, together with combined efforts, Yllwynn manages to get the party safe to the next place. Well, however, before you reach that point, something of note has happened, and that is you notice that like an alarm went off somewhere. Like you hear all the bells and like the temples and shrines, chapels, whatever around town
This is like
start
Game of Thrones.
start ringing, You see like the palace itself is lit up, like there's torches everywhere, and like you see people running along, like running between the crenulated wall and in the passing by windows somewhere up there. There's like a lot of commotion, and as you're like making way through the district, it gets noisier and noisier as well as people are running about here. Like armed patrols begin scouring the streets, running back and forth, shouting orders at each other. Clearly something has happened, but you don't see anything obvious from where you are. Like there's no fire, there's no army that can show up unless, I don't know, like it's just teleported or something. You don't know what could happen. Could have happened. None of your concern. You arrive safely at the sewer entrance. It's in a little like secluded spot in a part of the district that has been designated to the simpler folk. There's the homes of craftsmen, entertainers, a couple merchants, shopkeepers live here as well. And among those like smaller houses, there is this nice entrance to the sewers. It's like a round brick.
Nice, he says, as shit flows out, literally.
Yeah, it's like a round brick tunnel that leads somewhere deeper into it, and you're supposed to wait at the entrance here. It smells kind of not nice, but hey, it's fine. At least the head's not smelling. You're waiting at your location for a little while, waiting, hoping nobody wakes up or none of the patrols come by. You didn't have to wait for long. You think that probably that other person, your contact, was waiting for you somewhere deeper in, and the moment they saw you approach, you made some noise, right? And you made yourselves visible to whoever was looking. So yeah, they start approaching. You hear like some splashing in the darkness as somebody or something is coming from the sewer out towards you.
Does he have a package?
Well, you don't see anything just yet.
Actually, yeah.
You do have dark vision, but it's a tunnel, right? It's like they're like beyond your dark vision range right now. Slowly approaching.
Okay, Destroy. As a resident of this place, are there giant rats in the fucking sewer or something?
Give me a nature or history check, whichever is better. And I'll tell you.
Can I go for it too?
Literally
Yes.
spent my entire life here, but okay. And they're equal.
Okay, the question is not whether there are rats in here, like in the city. The question is if there are rats in the noble district. And
well, I was asking in the city sewer, they're kind of interconnected.
And the answer is no. There is like an elaborate system of grates, floodgates, and patrols as well. There's sewer guards, as it were, making sure that at least the more important parts of the city are fine. And the noble districts are obviously that part of town. So yeah, this place is safe from ratmen or like toxic oozes or whatever else scary things might happen somewhere down there or closer to the wizard's tower. You don't know what they pour into their sinks.
I am completely
Right.
utterly relaxed.
I'll
then.
do a perception check. What kind of size of creature is it and how many, basically?
So are you essentially saying that the closer you are to a wizard tower, the number
24,
of
fuck
toxic
yeah.
oozes exists in the sewer system increases?
It could be, yeah.
I see.
Well, so Tiki is using his eagle eyes, to pierce the veil of... I'm sorry.
Racist.
You never specified, I'm sorry. I just
No,
auto
the
assume.
fun thing, this bird race, their names are actually gender neutral, apparently, so like they apply to both genders.
Yeah, but
no
I
matter
hear your
what.
voice and I'm like, oh, that's a male.
Yeah, okay, I'm not gonna make a girl voice, like what the fuck?
Kane did.
Please do, please do.
What?
Good, fantastic. Okay, I know
Like a
what I'm working
fucking
with. now.
Continue.
I cannot make a list like that.
Yeah,
I
you
didn't
are.
able to do it such way.
Yeah, Tiki looks into the darkness and hears and sees. Uh, it's like a it's an
The
older
abyss gazes
it's an
back.
older human man walking towards you, kind of grumping and like muttering to himself lowly, and he's carrying something, some package as well, through the like mucky water towards you. And yeah, sure enough, after a few moments, yeah, he appears in the in your vision, and sees you, eyes you, notes the package, and approaches you fully, and says to the party at large, "Ah, the couriers, eh? You come to pick up the package?"
Yes.
Oh, we came to use the sewers to shit in it.
We're not in India.
Oh, well then. Well, and he reaches out with a sack of his own. This one's like wet and dirty. The charm of being in the sewer, I guess. It's a larger package than the one Tiki, I guess, is carrying, and reaches and hands it out in front of you and says, "Here, you take this, and we're done."
I take it.
Yep. It's like a solid, like at least a dozen-pound bag. Pick it up, kind of heavy, but hey, whatever. And the old man says, "Oh, that's it then. You carry on and I carry on, and we never saw each other. Yes,
I.
fantastic.
I just proceed to
Good
nod
day
and
to you."
just like
Hmm?
I don't know how would you describe this hand gesture? Like go like put your hand to your forehead and just go like yeah.
Salute.
It's not a salute. It's like
Not a salute, but yeah.
I know what
Yeah.
you mean, but
Salute.
it's not. This is a salute, and you don't salute to an NPN. But
Yeah.
this,
Yeah.
this
kinda
like twirly
the-
motion.
Yeah, just like like quickly wave away.
Arrivederci. Yeah, and so yeah, he turns around after hanging you the thing and slowly walks back into the muck.
He's just chilling in the tunnel.
It's one of the sewer keepers. It's their job.
Sewer keepers.
Yeah, man, shit's not gonna maintain itself.
Okay.
Quite
Shovels
literally.
poop.
Yeah. So yeah, now you have 2 bags, and now your next destination is a
What's
garden.
inside my bag?
You're looking in?
Like, is he gone?
Yeah.
You're the
Okay,
worst fucking couriers ever.
I take
They're pretty bad.
just a quick peek. at
There's
what's
2 heads
inside.
inside.
Okay.
One's older, one's younger.
Man. Everyone is just
And
losing
by
their
younger,
head
I mean,
today.
you know, like this guy clearly graying hair, blood splattered, but still, you know, gray hair, and this one's like an adult man, in the prime time of his life.
I fucking swear if a guard dog doesn't sniff us out.
Okay, yeah. Anyway, your next destination is a nobleman's garden. It's kind of positioned roughly in the middle of the district, so this is going to be quite tricky to get there without being noticed, given the amount of commotion everywhere. But that's your destination. That's where you're supposed to go.
Okay, first question. How close are the houses together?
In this immediate area, they're quite tightly packed. But when
the
you leave
noble.
the immediate, when you leave this like lower tier housing here, they're spread out. There's at first they're maybe a little bit closer together with just like a little bit of garden behind, but
go from roof to roof.
not a chance. For a bit you could, for maybe like half the way, but after that it becomes a little bit more spread out. I mean, you could probably hop onto a residence and cross to the other side of a residence, because some of them are just massive complexes consisting of multiple buildings. But getting all the way there is not gonna happen.
Okay. What about the sewers? Is there a chance we could get pop up close?
Of course there is,
Like,
because
is it
this.
okay.
Yeah.
Let me rephrase that question. Is it like our modern sewer system where there are manholes? Or is it old style sewer system where it just goes down and eventually just flows out? And there are no sewer entrances?
I mean, you could probably find an entrance and an exit somewhere along the way, but the proper one, like the one you're at, they're all like on the outskirts of the city. You could maybe, with a little bit of luck, find
like a medieval sewer system.
Yes, you could maybe find somewhere like a suitable big hole. It would lead to somebody's like private bathroom or like a pool somewhere. But you know, it's a bit of a risk. You're not exactly familiar with the insides of most residences.
Well, my character is not going down into the sewers and roaming around in poop and shit, so that's not gonna happen.
That's how you
I mean,
catch
you can go alone.
cholera.
Yeah, like that.
A
That's
few
an
other
option.
things.
Okay, so sewers are out of the question, rooftops are out of the question. I guess we're gonna go the old-fashioned route from alley to alley and from garden to garden.
Yep.
Yeah, and hope you don't get spotted.
Sneaky bicky.
Okay,
Alright.
to the closest
Wait, why
outskirt
would we
of
get
the...
spotted? Like, we haven't done anything.
Well, you're
I mean,
low lives hanging out
we
in the
are
Ridge District, and there's some commotion going on.
4 armed weird... Okay,
Sorry, go.
Wired, we are 4 armed, unwashed weirdos in the Noble District. With vicious bags that smell awfully.
Okay. You say so.
I mean, the guard might want to inspect us. I mean, they don't necessarily have to. Yeah, we're filthy peasants.
Maybe.
Pretty much. Oh, you're just an elf here, though.
Okay.
Fine.
Yeah.
Okay, I recommend that we go around the main road and whatnot to closest entry point to the Noble District, and then we go undercover there.
Sure.
Right, if that's your plan, then I'm going to need a survival check from someone. Again,
Well,
see how
take
you navigate.
shortcuts and whatnot, of course, along the way,
Boom,
but that is
17.
the main point.
Alright, 17. Yeah, I think you...
We
Yeah,
should go for a group check, right?
No. No, it's
Why
more...
not?
You're not really sneaking through the town, right? It's just if you're trying to
No,
find
because we're not in the Noble District yet, so we don't give two shits. Neither do the guards. Just some fucker walking on the street. Don't care.
Oh no, you're still in the Noble District all the time. All this is happening in the Noble District. You're just kind of on the outskirts of it, and it's still to an extent kind of weird for people to walk around this late at night. The capital is a big city, but there's still, you know, the dead hours. On the flip side, again, something happened. The bells are ringing. There's like people, like guards running everywhere, shouting orders. Lots of commotion everywhere.
Well, I guess in that case, I will stay alert as fuck about things coming our way. And it's a 14, of course. Great.
You're not alert.
Not really.
It's a roll. You know, it's a roll.
I mean, if a guy is running in armor, I guess I would hear him, but yeah.
Yeah, assuming anybody would sneak, then come into play. But nah, you arrive. Would you arrive? Where would you go? Okay. I think you arrive. Let's see. Okay, you use the shortcuts just fine. Get out of the like poor areas. Head into the big fancy mansions. Getting closer to the palace again. When you eventually run out of back alleys to move around, and all that's left is hopping fences, walls, and crossing yards. And it works well to an extent. Obviously, it's not so slow just running down the street, but it's also safer. The problem is you somewhere along the way you hop one of the fences, land in the backyard, start crossing it. A nice patch of grass, kind of open ground. There's like a stone path going where you are headed, and off to the side there's the mansion, and you're kind of in the middle of crossing this open field when you hear when you hear someone cry out from the direction of the mansion. You hear someone call. You hear people. You turn to look, and there's like a small patrol of guards. There's like three people coming towards you, holding torches, and they're shouting like, "Oh, you there! Stop!"
Oi, mate, you fucking stop there, bud. Fuck. No, I fucked that up. Anyways, everyone run.
Start
Yeah.
running. God damn it! Great. Well, one of us
Just
started
make it
running
look
the
like
second
it.
they said stop, so I mean, now we're like the most suspicious people in the whole world for those cars, so I guess, yeah. Whatever's causing the commotion, I guess we're the number one suspects at this point, because we started running, but alright. Yeah.
We are in some noble's back garden. We are the most suspicious motherfuckers already.
I suppose.
We also have bags, so unless they open it, can assume we stole something already.
Well, them
And then they
opening the
assume you
bag to
killed
inspect
someone.
it will be even worse.
Yeah. From afar, it looks like we already burglarized something. Once they get here, we killed someone.
It goes from
So,
bad
yeah,
to
leg
worse.
it. We're just legging it to the next garden.
Is that your plan? Is everyone legging it?
Well, I don't leg it per se, but yeah. I
You
move
wing it,
myself there.
sure, whatever.
Tempered people.
Valmona, what does Yllwynn do?
Yeah, I guess running is the best option right now. Like, they wouldn't believe me if I just went, oh yeah, take my pouch, yeah, I stole it, sorry.
You never know until you try.
I'm just gonna try.
My
It's a
cable's
terrible
tangled.
idea. Yeah, I just follow the group.
Okay, so if everyone's running, then, well, obviously they're shouting, like, stop right now! Stop it! Stop there! Get him! And they start chasing after you. So everyone give me an athletics or acrobatics check, and let's see if you can escape them.
Well, at 550, I'm like twice as fast as a human, so I think I'll be fine, unless I literally follow her for whatever reason.
I'm a wood elf. I'm fast.
Wow.
And you fucking trip.
Wow.
Oh no, it looks like you'll have to melt their faces.
Hell shit.
So, I see 3 rolls. Someone's still missing.
Yeah, well, we have already decided one of us is gonna
25.
follow her.
25.
Okay, so it quickly becomes apparent that while most of you can get away safely, well, the odd tiefling is starting to get left behind. Wired, what happens that makes Enva so slow compared to the rest?
She trips over her tail. There. Good? Yeah?
Fantastic. So you failed before you even started.
Panics and just wraps her own tail around herself and trips.
Let's go with that.
Alright, so yeah. And yeah, Enva is stopped before she even begins, really. What did the rest of you do?
Oh, the wall we go!
Do the guards look tough at all?
It's
Like, what kind of guards are we facing? Are we facing royal guards, or are we facing, like, random town guards?
Yeah, it's a
in shitty armor?
it's a trio. One of them, so there's like 2 men and a woman, right? One of the men is like clearly from the castle because he's like some fancier like gilded decorations and nice little sword sheath, a belt, royal crest placed on the on his chest, and the other two seem to be just like a local like town's garrison. They're still all equipped in like proper chainmail and carrying sharp weapons.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, like, the capitals are town's guard are no pushovers. They actually are equipped.
Right, so we're facing proper soldiers with proper equipment.
Yeah, they're soldiers, so up on top of the wall and not jump over it just yet. And proceed to pull up my mask so my face is not goddamn obvious.
Good call.
Well, I think I'm rather fucked in that department. I don't think that's gonna
There's
help
only so
much.
many birdmen, yes.
Yeah, I guess I'll do the same as Gorstad.
Pull up your mask and sit on the wall and see if they follow.
Yeah.
Because the hope is that Wyatt can leg it if they follow us.
Okay,
Well,
so
I'll fly up above them and pose as a threat, I guess, with both short swords drawn, just to be a distraction, really, considering they can't really do anything when I'm flying above them.
oh
I
yeah,
assume
no,
they don't have bows with them,
they
do they?
they have crossbows. Just to be clear, they
God
have
fucking
crossbows.
damn it!
What kind of fucking... How heavy is their equipment? That's something heavy.
Wait, so
They-
they're in
no, light-
chainmail,
yeah,
they have
they have-
crossbows,
yeah,
they have melee weapons.
Yeah,
Okay, how
chainmail,
about
sword,
you just keep running
chainmail,
then?
sword and shield, and they have like light crossbows strapped across their back.
Alright, I guess we can just keep running then, even if it failed originally, because if they have that much equipment, they can't run for long at all, or fast.
Oh, you know, it's soldiering training. Obviously, it slows them down somewhat. They can still chase after you.
Really?
I
Mhm.
mean, they can run for a while anyway. Yeah, we
I mean,
are...
we're all in light armor.
Yeah, but your speed is the same. Yay, third edition, fifth edition. I mean,
Oh, okay, yeah. Alright.
Gorstad can probably run faster, but that's kind of it.
No.
Why?
Because he's a
Why
rogue.
would I? Rogues do not get speed bonus.
Cunning
The
action.
wood elf gets the speed bonus.
Oh yeah, kind of.
Actually, Valmona is the fastest.
Yeah, that
Yeah, I'm a wood
35.
elf.
Not if you can't cunning action. But yeah, you can go fast. Tiki
I can
is
action surge.
With that, okay, with
Once.
that, yes.
Tiki is a little slower, and well, Enva is behind.
Can I try? I don't know. So the guards are still up there and about, right?
Well, they're kind of running in your direction in general because all you did was stop and wait. Actually, yeah, it's only fair that it's not an immediate catch. So give me another round of athletics checks. Since you're not really running all, yeah, everyone gives me a round of athletics checks, and we'll see where we are after this.
Athletics?
Or acrobatics.
Wait, so, okay, none of them tried to pin a wire down?
No, they're still running. They're just getting closer.
Wait, I
Oh,
need to
they
do
do.
athletics
20.
check?
Acrobatics or athletics?
acrobatics?
Athletics or acrobatics?
20.
Oh yeah, those are much better.
Yes.
All right,
Yay.
so now you also you're starting. So yeah, you'll see that Enva managed to like gather herself and is like running after you. You safely hop the wall and clear out, and then them seeing that they're ill prepared for this sort of chase, they instead go to slow down a little and pull out their crossbows, and the royal guard just screams, "I said stop!" and fire, boys, fire. That's sexist. So they let loose a couple arrows, bolts in the direction of the last person they can see. Hold up a second.
Rip-wired. It was
Rip
Nice
good
knowing
me, it
me.
was good playing.
copy-paste character.
Okay, so the Royal Guard fires his crossbow. I think he misses. And the other guards, I think they just... No. Okay, and the other 2 guards fire their crossbows. What's your AC?
13.
Okay, so there's 2 hits. So you take 12 piercing damage as 2 of the bolts hit you. As you're
Well,
climbing
I
over the
need
wall.
that HP.
Yeah, it's useless, right? Yeah, you're like climbing the wall. When they hit you in the back, and you like slip a little, but you manage to hold on and like roll over onto the other side. And you see that rest of the folks are right there waiting for you, and together you take off again. So yeah, there's a bit of a chase, and they lost sight of you, but they're still going to try and catch you before you run off completely. Would you like to give me another check, ability check, to see if you can escape them properly this time?
22.
I mean, there's a trail of
22
blood
on
now, so
16. And 10.
10.
Fuck.
No,
I can't wait till I
look,
cast
man, they
something,
can't
'cause
climb
at
the
this
wall,
rate,
okay?
It's gonna end terribly.
Okay, yeah. It got a little messy, but with some huffing and some puffing, you managed to get away. You seem to have lost them after a while, and you managed to get quite close to your objective, actually. As the
what's
garden, the rest, you're like
all under
right at,
paste, I look around for some draperies or anything I can rip down to make a fucking makeshift bandage so Wired stops bleeding and leaving a fucking trail.
I'll have you know, I'm gonna leave the best trail ever.
I mean, there is an obvious trail of blood all the way behind us right now because you're bleeding from 2 fucking wounds.
What skill would you use for that?
Attacking you is not exactly hard.
Oh, probably medicine.
Yeah, sure. Give me medicine. Stuff? Give me a medicine check to see if you can obfuscate the trail.
Wait, no, I thought it meant for healing, bandaging me. No, that'd be like fucking.
How about I
stealth
kind of
or
like help a
survival.
bit with that shit, alright? God damn it, no! That was a plus
Why
5
using
roll as
medicine?
well.
No,
What
guys,
the
guys,
fuck?
guys, it's
Fucking
fine.
hide a trail.
It's fine. It's really not that hard to bandage Enra. You know, you get it. It does the job and the bleeding stops. Fine, don't worry. So yeah, you take care of Enra in this like little nook, like hiding under like hiding in like one of the gazebos. You hopped another wall in a background of a residence, and you are like very near to the estate that you are supposed to go to the like garden of. Well, it's not really. It's and when I say garden, I don't mean the sprawling greenery around. There is there's a small enclosed space close to the main building. That has some greenery, benches, and a little courtyard, I guess. I think that's a good word. And you're supposed to meet your final contact there and supposedly get paid.
Okay.
Are there any guard dogs or something that should we be aware of? That we see?
You can give me a perception check for that to see if you can. Well, you don't see anything obviously because they will see you as well, but maybe you can hear something. Okay, 16. Yeah, there's definitely guard dogs in the city, and they're like you hear the barking, but it's off in the distance. Wherever any tracking animals are employed, they're a fair distance from here, like over and like coming from the poorer districts, like dimming over the sound of much closer shouts of guards and the tolling of the bells.
Okay, so nobody's tracking us specifically so far.
Yeah, good job.
Is there anywhere we can hide inside the garden?
mean, yeah, the gazebo you're in right now is kind of a safe hidey hole. You know, its walls are covered by trellis with overgrown like grapevines, and the only way into it is like on one of the walls just open, and there's a path leading towards it.
Is there any grapes?
Is it
There
in the
is.
same garden as delivery?
I eat
No,
some
no, no, no.
grapes.
You still need to travel down the road a little.
Oh, okay. Well,
You are near it. It's going to take like a couple minutes at most to get there.
I'm just imagining you just like not even picking them off, just pecking them.
Yeah, exactly. Just like
Just
But-
fucking stabbing them out of off the vine.
with the beak.
Oh, I guess we should go or wait a bit for the guards to stop searching.
Aren't we waiting
I
for
take a
the
glance
courier to
outside
come?
at
I
the
mean, not
moon.
the courier, but the meeting person. Weren't they supposed to come here?
No, you are not there yet. You're coming up on that spot, and you're a couple minutes away.
I see.
I proceed to peer outside to see what's the time roughly.
You've been out and about for maybe an hour now. It's still dark. You have maybe an hour and a half before dawn breaks.
Okay, I proceed to slip back inside. I suggest we wait here for like 10 minutes for the guards to stop looking for us before heading back out. And actually making the drop off. No objections?
I don't hear anything, so I'm not entirely sure.
Crickets, crickets.
Quite literally, crickets, crickets, indeed.
Oh yeah, there's totally
I
crickets
guess
somewhere
we wait.
about.
I guess we wait 10 minutes then.
Oh my god. I'm fucking done. I'm
What?
out. Fuck you.
You brought this upon yourself. Alright, so a few minutes pass.
Wait, what did he do?
Want some
We
crickets?
just
Have some
chilled
crickets.
for 10 minutes so the guards stop looking.
Yeah, you hear someone pass by the wall that you have crossed, and shouting something like, "Oh, they must have gone this way! Come on, quick, quick!" And you hear like the sound of not three pairs. There's like a solid group, like 7, 8, 10 people just running there. A unit. But yeah, they just pass by, and you're completely you're left completely alone. Nobody comes to disturb you or anything. And those 10 minutes passed.
After the guards had passed, I proceed to stand up and say with a cheer voice tone, "Well, don't care of that. Let's go and do. Let's go and walk the tightrope."
Cool.
Okay, so I don't know if he just walked off or is it right next to the. Okay, so you walk out, kind of have to look around, and you skedaddle onto a road that leads towards that mansion. Because again, you have to get close to the main building. But it seems to be quite silent, even though there's like lights inside. You approach under the cover of dark safely, without raising any suspicions, and you come up on. Are you on the right map? No. You come up on. Should work. Yeah. Okay, you come up on the entrance to this garden, to this little garden. This is all like buildings, right? Again, this is right next to the main building of the estate.
So I'll just get near the corner
No,
and
no, 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 no. Way better. I walk up to the fence here, I fly up a bit and look over the top.
Alright, so you go up, wings flap, and you see this gloomy, sort of courtyard, right? There's rows of hedgerows. There's hedgerows growing along the walls, mixing up with trellis. Again, more grapevines here, and there's like 4 trees in this courtyard, and in the middle there's this kind of intricate cobblestone design on the floor, and it shows like a tree with its branches spreading out. And you don't see anyone, but this is the place. It's definitely the place.
So what's the black thing there?
Oh, interesting.
Did you leave a marker?
Yep.
Good job.
Okay, ambush.
I was ready, and then I wasn't.
You were never ready.
I was somewhat
Why'd
ready.
you guys have to point that out to him?
I mean, it's up to you to, not metagame. You make do what you've got.
Only you can prevent metagaming.
Yeah. Why not?
Right, so that middle circle thing, what was that exactly? I didn't really.
It's a
catch that.
cobblestone design on.
So it's like a circle on the ground.
Yeah, it's a circle, and it depicts a tree, like, massive tree with branches everywhere.
Right. Well, guys, it feels like a great idea to walk in there because, yeah, natural logic.
Well, don't we have to go in there for a reason? What was the reason again?
I mean,
Hitting someone.
we are to drop off the heads.
Okay, let's go do that.
Hold on, no, hold
Fucking
on, hold on.
goldfish memory.
Here's a question then. If this is the little courtyard shit, is there an entrance in here except where we came from?
To the courtyard, no. The only entrance is here. However, the road / path you're on, it goes both directions. It kind of goes through the massive estate to allow passage without having to go all the way around.
Oh. Well, I'll fly over here then. Boop.
Well, what's up, guys? Just walk right in. What's up? Who's red?
Do smart thing. Actually, not go inside.
Okay, so Tiki and Yllwynn have the bags. So Tiki flies over, and when Yllwynn walks in, you hear coming from this corner, you hear a female voice. Different one. You haven't heard this. You haven't heard this voice before. It says. It says. Hold up a second.
I can't really
It tells
remember
us to
D&D
hold up,
rules.
bitch.
Can you cast a spell and also attack in the same round?
No.
No.
Your spell.
The
is
voice
your attack.
says, Ayo, hold up. So you be saying, he
The
was
voice-
bangs and shit.
The voice says. Oh god, I don't know if I can do the accent that I had in my head. Too bad. The voice says.
Can't do a single fucking accent. You're no voice actor.
The voice says, put the bags in the middle.
Is this French?
You are French.
God damn.
That actually was on point.
Omelette du fromage. Anyway, so I throw the bag into the center.
Same for me.
They land with like wet splash. Okay, and the voice,
I guess.
the voice then says, "Good, now stay there."
Oh no, it's German. Oh.
And from the far corner of the courtyard comes out this person clad in black. That's a pretty elegant way of putting it.
Is the
It's a
face
feminine, it's a
hidden?
female figure with in black leather armor with like a cloak and like a face scarf obstructing their features. So all you can see is like the blue eyes. And she walks to the bags and opens one and opens the other. Yeah, nods nods in what's the word? Agreement, and reaches behind her. Out comes a pouch, and she tosses it at Yllwynn's feet.
I take it.
Now this is the payment. You can leave. Your job is done.
Okay, thanks. Let's go.
Right, so you take this pouch, and on
Is
closing
something
examination,
inside?
it feels like it's full of like small stones.
Well, we'll go to Yllwynn and poke her in the side and say, check the bag.
Yeah, I'm checking it.
Or pouch.
It's loaded with gemstones, yo.
Ooh.
Is it real gemstones though?
They look
As far as you can
really-
tell.
Alright.
Okay, so Gorstad, as something is happening like in there, you hear like coming from somewhere like around the corner from whence you came. You hear the sound of a patrol coming towards you, quite quickly, might I add.
It's the party pooper.
Yes, that's them.
Oh, time to flip over the fence.
All right, so you jump the fence. So okay, rest of the party, you're like looking at the wealth that you have just obtained when your body hops over the wall, lands in the hedges.
I just proceed to put my finger up to my lips like so.
And
I
Yllwynn,
look at him suspiciously.
Yllwynn, the pouch is loaded with like chunks of like pure black stones. As far as you can tell, it's onyxes, and this little thing is worth a few thousand gold pieces.
Oh.
That's a lot. Now let's hide from the guards.
Okay, so the woman.
Yeah, I proceed to beckon for the party to come this way.
Okay, so the woman says, "Oh, you have guests. I think this is your concern." And she grabs one bag, grabs the other bag, like turns around.
Poofs off.
No, it doesn't poof off, but goes up to the wall of the courtyard, far wall, and then she jumps up. She's like, she's got air, man. She jumps like 10 feet up and then grabs onto like a windowsill with her free hand, like pulls herself up and continues climbing.
Yeah.
What race was she?
You couldn't tell. Humanoid figure,
Vampire.
about your size. Okay, so you hear from behind the wall, Gorstad. You hear the patrol coming, and you hear a voice say, "Oh, the readings say it's right here to the right." And yeah, you hear the like armored feet running on the ground.
Woo.
Reading. Motherfucker.
Hey, boy.
Motherfucker's brought a wizard.
That's not allowed.
What do? You have approximately one turn before they round the corner.
I flew up
It's
to
up
that
to
bitch
scale.
that's climbing the wall and just fucking rip her off the wall. If we're gonna meet a bunch of guards, I want her to be there with us. Fuck that.
All right, give me an athletics check, I believe, and you have to beat her result. It's like a grapple attack. You're trying to hold her in place.
This is gonna go bad.
Of course it's gonna go bad.
Do I need to roll? I don't think I do. Here, have a fun D20. Oops.
Roll it anyway, see how miserably he fails.
Hold on, I just reloaded my roll 20.
Good job.
Oh god. Oh my god, what the fuck?
I still beat you because I didn't add her bonus. Hold on. I need to find it.
What the fuck?
Where
Good
is
job,
your
Zeke.
bonus?
You could have done something useful, but you fucked it up.
GG.
Hold on.
Okay, I suppose from the left, right, and
Okay, it's a
up,
5. She rolled a 5.
This is a solid wall, is it? Like in every direction?
Yeah. It's a 15-foot climb.
Is there a door somewhere?
No, the only exit is here.
Motherfucker.
Guys,
So
we
this
can
is
bribe
literally
them.
just a fucking...
We can just bribe them.
Then what was the point
Ah,
of
you-
doing anything?
I think if
You
this
don't
is
think-
like people looking for like, you know, noblemen, they're very gladly willing to pay a bit of money to have our heads at this point. So I don't think a bribe is gonna work.
They brought
Yeah.
a fucking wizard.
Yeah. These people want blood, and they got noblemen paying them. Like they don't care about the 1,000 gold. Also, if we have actually killed any kind of like, you know, royal person, then 1,000 gold is nothing.
I mean, killing any of the guard is a terrible idea already.
Yeah.
Well, how big are the hedges?
They're tall enough to hide in. Like, 4 and 5 feet. They're pretty thick as well.
Yeah, but they scream back. Is there a way to climb up? Whoops, I didn't want to grab my token. Is it a reasonable chance to climb up this fucking wall?
Oh yeah, but you'll be visible as hell. Because the
But
courtyard...
you can't climb 25 feet per turn, though.
You can climb it. It's not the problem. The thing is, everyone will see you. Because the front wall of the courtyard is, you know, only like 7-8 feet, enough to cover an average person, and the buildings are themselves are higher, taller.
I just literally need to go over here and then climb. I actually get to climb faster, by the way.
How fast is faster?
Twice as fast, I believe.
How fast is fast?
When you choose an archetype to you gain the ability to climb faster than normal. Climbing no longer costs you extra movement. In addition, when you make a running jump, your distance becomes bigger.
Okay, so yeah, you can totally just
yeah.
scamper up the thing.
Yep, I am gonna just scamper up. Just
Again, but the thing is, unless you use your action or a bonus action to hide, you're still audible at this point. So they will hear that someone's up there.
Well, I can still use my bonus action to try and stealth. I guess.
Okay, so stealth. So roll the hide check and let's see how well you hide. Oh, there you go. Okay, yeah.
GG.
So yeah, the trellis absorbs all the
I
noise.
stayed in the business.
Yep. And you're like a shadow. You're gone, flat on the roof. Nobody can see you. Yllwynn and Enra, what are you doing?
Panicking.
It's a start.
And that's about as
Okay,
far as I
Misty
could
step.
run. Which was there. Actually, no way I
Don't
could.
you have Misty step?
No.
Rip.
Actually, I'm just gonna go over there. Yeah. I can go there. I can run there. Okay, I'm good.
Valmona, you're gonna dive into the bushes or?
Actually, we should have done initiative. Oops. I guess we'll do
Well,
it next turn.
they're gonna be here in 2 turns. You can't get around the corner before that. It's like 55 feet.
Yeah, 60 feet.
We got 2 times.
No.
They're
They move
dashing.
60 feet in a turn.
So,
Wait, they do?
Of course they're fucking dashing.
What are they, centaurs? Like, what the fuck?
Oh, 30 fleet plus 30, still 60.
Oh, we can dash, right? I forgot about the dash thing existing.
I just told you they are dashing. Okay,
Yeah.
for some reason, initiative
Sorry.
modifier didn't Count, so that's 13.
It's fine. It's fine. It counts.
It is my initiative. Great.
So
That's a lot of people.
I guess I'll just follow Gorstad.
Give me a stealth check then, because you need to hide. Otherwise, you're just audible like hell.
Well, I'm sitting out there in the open, so I guess I'm kind of fucked in that regard. GG.
So on a scale of 1 to fucked,
No!
everyone's boned.
Okay, so yeah, you're trying to hide, and yeah, kind of duck down a little. What now?
I just follow Gorstad.
Okay, so you just huff it over and you start climbing, and everyone on the outer side is like, someone's here, get in the courier right now.
Where's the initiative button on this fucking thing? Oh, there it is.
On the front.
You attempted to use but no
You have to
tokens are
select your
selected.
token. Yeah, you have to select a token.
There.
Wait, I actually rolled a 1 on that initiative because I got +4. What the fuck?
Good job. No, it
You are
looks like it didn't add anything because you rolled a 5, so it should be a 9 here.
21.
Oh, okay.
At least I have high. But I'm climbing too.
Oh yeah, I know, you started climbing, sure.
I
Okay.
can use the Ascension Surge.
Okay, so you can be up there, sure. Okay, so they have terrible initiative. I guess they have to huff around the corner.
Yes, I'm over to then, so we're not overlapping.
And she gets a 21. Okay, I'm gonna say that Yllwynn goes first. No, Woman in Black goes first. It's more reasonable that way. Wait, we had everyone's turn
I mean,
except
she's
for
gonna
the
get the hell
guards.
out of
No, the
dodge.
guards. The guards. No, it should be. God damn it. That's why I should have rolled earlier when Tiki attacked. Okay, so the guards should still have their turn, and then we enter initiative. The initiative phase. So this one runs over here, and like looks inside, and like sees the Birdman and sees the woman in black, and like looks to the side, and there's this elf, and there's this tiefling, and yeah, and yeah, he screams, "They're here! Everyone, all of you, stop right now!" And he like goes to prepare his crossbow, and everyone else is running over as well. And yeah, there is like a brother of the order, like a younger cleric holding up like a divining amulet of some kind.
Fucking priestly sons of bitches.
And everyone's running in, yeah, and yeah, he immediately starts casting a spell. Okay, so it's the woman in black now. Okay, so the first thing she does is she would she rip out her short sword? No, she wouldn't, because she doesn't have a hand for that, because she's holding the bag.
Because she has no hands. Oh.
Okay, so instead she continues her climb and provokes an attack of opportunity. So you can attack her with an attack, Tiki.
Alright. Let's go for
Do you want to shank our contact?
Well, our contact has paid us. My concern about the contact's
can
life
stop-
at this point is whatever.
I mean, Tiki hands can stop her.
No, it's
Right.
just an attack.
He can do a grapple attack.
Can you do a
Yeah.
grapple attack on an attack of opportunity?
Can't you?
I don't know. That's
Why
why I'm
not?
asking. I don't know.
It's
It's
an
an
attack.
attack.
It's an attack.
Let's
Yeah.
see the grapple rules.
He can just.
Will
I
it
mean,
be
he
in
can just
DSRD
shove
here?
her
Never done grappling before, so.
down to the-
Grappler, that's not it. It's a feat. No,
I'm gonna get
Grappling.
myself some cola.
it's
Because
grappling.
of
Okay.
Xellos.
I didn't do nothing.
No. When you want to grab a
Like how
creature, you
how
can
she has a
use the
little
attack
tag.
action to make a special melee attack or a grapple.
Ah, attack action. Yeah,
no,
attack
no,
of
no,
opportunity. Here
it's
we
not. No, you make an attack. You take an attack action.
Go. Yeah, on my
No,
attack
the
of opportunity.
No, the attack opportunity is a reaction. To make the opportunity attack, you use your reaction to make one melee attack. It's not an attack action. You can't grapple from opportunity. You can only try to stab her.
Hockey dokie. Stabby stabby. 6 damage.
You hit her, and like sort of goes in, but doesn't really. Like you definitely hit her. Like it comes out, and before you even can react properly, you see the wound start closing itself back on her back already.
Fucking
and she just,
vampires.
Yeah, she just continues to climb.
Wait, closing again? Vampires don't auto heal unless they feed, do they?
No, vampires heal like 10 damage every turn or something.
Can you stop
Yes,
using
they
the monster
heal
manual and
also
trust
too.
my storytelling?
I'm not using the monster manual. I'm just doing from what I remember of vampires.
However, do they heal at the beginning of the turn or the end of the turn, though?
They heal when they
at the
heal.
end.
Let's go with that. They heal when they
on
heal.
their turn, something about their turn.
Okay, so regardless, she gets stabbed for marginal effect. She finishes climbing. She turns around and from like a side from like a bandolier strapped across her, she pulls out a dagger laced with like a green coating of some kind and chucks it at Tiki.
Enjoy your poisoning.
I need to roll a hit
boy.
of some kind. I roll 2D. No, 2D. Okay, that's a hit. So you take.
I got +6 in attack.
Vampires, bro.
4 piercing damage from the weapon. And then you feel the poison course through your veins. Can you give me a Constitution saving throw?
21.
While I go look up the damage. Hold on, where is it?
It's instant death poison.
Oh yeah.
You're now dead and paralyzed and blinded
But it's okay.
and brain damaged.
You're also paralyzed waist down.
Okay, so you take half of this damage in poison. Hold on. Plus alchemy modifier. Right, so it should be like 5. Right? Hey! Can't type today. Okay, yeah, so you take 4 poison damage as this knife like buries into you. And after that, the woman turns and starts running.
She laughs as she runs away at you.
Running along the roof tiles. Yllwynn, it's your turn.
But wait, did she climb and attack?
Yeah, because she has a move action.
Yeah, bro, vampire powers.
She didn't get very far on the roof, but she's running.
Alright.
Yllwynn, what do you do?
I proceed to point at her, run the fuck away. Like pointing to her right.
Oh my guy.
Whatever. Fucking elves all look the same. I just proceed to point that way. Like, go that way.
Actually, don't all elves look effeminate?
Yes.
That
Isn't
is
that the thing with elves?
that is racist.
Yes, very racist.
All elves are traps.
Anyways, so we all dead yet?
I don't know. I'm waiting for Valmona to take her turn.
Give me just a sec. I need to see if I can do anything special. I don't think so.
Hint, no.
I mean, you can do the not stupid thing and not go back down.
Okay, I run. Oops.
Okay, you can do the stupid thing then.
You can just disconnect, sure. Alright, so you just run.
You could just go to mom and say, "Mom, bro killed me," and then like mom will get all upset.
And get the rolling pin.
Yeah, so
Hopefully
she.
Wooden spoon, the wooden spoon over the head.
No. They'd be doctors, so they would be getting the needles.
So Yllwynn just darts behind the roof and gets out of the vision of the guards, and they're like shouting after him, like the elf's running. One of the like royal guards, because there's like a couple of them. The orange guys are the royal guards, the blue ones are the street guards, and you know the lightning bolt is the brother. And yeah, they shout. Yeah, there's some shouting, but the consensus is to stay on target and deal with whoever's left in the courtyard. So
Run!
Gorstad's turn.
Yep. What was the exact description? In addition, when you make a running jump, the distance you cover increases the number of feet equal to your dexterity modifier. How was the fucking running jump again? Because I realized I can just go and do that.
Where do you want to jump?
Across the street.
Okay. Yeah, I think you need like 10 or 15 foot run up, and then you can just jump it. I'm fairly certain.
I have 10. And my dex modifier is 3, so that increases my jump distance by 3 feet. Can I make it then? It's 35 feet.
You have to jump 20.
Okay. Is there anything like around me? So if I lay flat, they most likely won't find me, right?
Well, if you fall between the two places, you're gonna be in the middle of the street and make a big chunk on the ground. You're
much.
gonna be kind of fucked. It's gonna be some severe case of death there.
You cover a number of feet up to your strength score if you move at least 10 feet on foot immediately before the jump. The height of your jump doesn't matter, just jump across. If you must succeed a DC strength athletics check to clear a low obstacle.
That's a fucking 15-foot jump.
So what's your strength?
That's 0.
No, that's strength modifier. So
11.
you have 10 strength. Okay, 11. So
11 actually.
So yeah, you can jump around about half the street. So if you can't make this jump. If you were to jump, you would like fly, use the fact that you have some elevation, and then probably land right against where the road meets the wall on the street.
Even with my additional 3 feet.
I'll give you a. I think you should have an acrobatic. It'll be a pretty difficult acrobatics check if you want to clear this.
Okay, basically what I would do is just like jump and hopefully grab a ledge halfway.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It will be a pretty difficult check. You want to do that?
Okay, if I don't move, I'm okay, supposedly, as far as I can tell.
Unless they find you.
You step away from the edge.
So,
They can't see you.
I can
Sneaky
keep my
beaky.
25 stealth if I just wiggle a bit to the side, right?
Yeah, you can move half your speed.
Okay, time to just wiggle a tiny bit then. Wiggle.
You can use your dash to
here and
move faster.
stay still.
All right. Enva.
Look up towards the ledge if they start fucking climbing.
Enva, the guards are coming in. The woman ran off. Everyone seems to be gone except for Tiki, who is like recoiling from poison. Did Wired go somewhere and nobody realized, or what?
No, I'm here.
Okay.
Just So how high do I have to climb to get on that roof?
It's a 15-foot climb.
You can go
Okay,
from
let's
one
climb it.
So that takes your entire turn, and you're like hanging, you're like just about to crest the ridge. Crest the ledge.
Okay. I can't like do it faster.
I don't think so. No, no.
Fine.
It's just
dash.
slower to climb it.
What? What? I can't like jump it or what?
Oh wait, it's a 15-foot climb. So you use your move to get to the top, and then you still have your action to do something.
Okay. So what? I'm
Get
here.
up there and then dash out of sight. My recommendation, at least.
So I'm there, right?
I'd say you're here, but level with the roof, just holding on to the ledge.
Okay, so I need to use the rest of my turn to get there, or somewhere else.
You can go further. You still have like 20 feet.
So there,
Sure.
and then that's it.
That is it.
Okay.
Unless you have a bonus action.
Do cantrips count as bonus actions? I forget.
Some of them do.
Well, I have let's see, I got fucking, how do I use this thing? Okay, I got minor illusion.
That's an action spell.
Fuck. Okay, could use mage hand, but like yeah, I can't think of any good uses for it. Okay. I blame you.
No, I'm sorry. You should blame your friends leaving you behind. Okay, Tiki, what do you do?
Well, I'll fly the fuck away from here, I guess. Like over here, I guess.
I hope you like bolts.
Okay, I'll say you have half cover from the roof.
Oh, there's not complete cover here. All right. How does the terrain around us look like? Because I got 50 movement. Like, how does the north look like in comparable to the south, etc.? Like,
There's just a stable. There's just yeah, there's this building. The buildings kind of towards the west. They stretch quite far because that's the main building of the estate. This building you are on is like a smaller subsection, so it's just got like 30 feet more to the east, and to the north. It's a bit larger. It's like 40 feet more to the north. And then it drops down into some green lands around the estate.
all right. In that case, oh wait, with my action, I pull out the fucking dagger. I guess that's yeah. That's what I do with my action, I guess.
Okay. Wait. You have a lot of movement. Damn. Okay. So the guards pile in. One of them runs in and tries to fire at you with his crossbow. Tiki. He has a +3. What's your AC?
Too low. That's it.
And you take 6 damage from the bolt. Now's the opening. Let's see. And this one runs in. And the guard behind shouts, "Get the one in black! Get the one in black!" So he casts a spell. Called, let's see if it matters what it's called. I think it just is a spell, and then the woman has to roll a little save, just confirming if it's wisdom. Yes, the target must make a wisdom saving throw. Okay. +3. Oh boy, does that fail?
That's gonna be very awkward if she actually fails it.
Monster manual. Where's the entry for priest? I'm just making sure because this is potentially important.
Rainbows,
Oh my god, it failed.
Everyone dies.
No, she's paralyzed. Frozen in place.
Who?
The woman in black.
The lady.
Oh.
She falls prone.
It's
Doesn't
paralyzed.
She? So she should, I think.
Depends if she's still climbing or not.
She's not climbing, she's standing there.
No, she's not. She was running.
We can check that. It's fine. Paralyzed. Is incapacitated and can't move or speak. Where's paralyzed? There's incapacitated rather. Can't take actions or reactions. Doesn't say shit about falling down. So no. Just frozen in place.
She's not petrified.
Yeah. She's paralyzed. She can't move. She's not turned into stone. Okay. So more guards move in. You go, let's see. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And he fires at the woman. Oh yeah, like, good shot, buddy. And this guy moves over here and fires at Tiki. That's a good
What
shot.
does everyone hate me for? Like, what the fuck?
Oh wait, there's another
Kind of
target.
the
Okay, that's
obvious
fine.
Target.
And you take another 5 piercing damage from this crossbow bolt. Wait, what's your AC?
My AC is 15.
So it doesn't hit because I told you you have half cover. You don't take that damage.
Wait, what does half cover do?
It adds +2 to your AC.
Wait, what was the hit before then?
It was also 15, so you don't
Because
take
you
that either.
didn't fucking puff out your AC.
Right, so I should
He
have
asked-
another 8 points here. Whoopsie daisy.
There you
I
go.
don't know how half cover works. Like,
Okay,
that's-
another guard comes up and shoots at Enva. And hits Enva for sure this time. Enva, you take 7 piercing damage.
Man, I'm almost dead.
Okay, the other guards move in as well. And like one of them just barges past and like runs up and wants to start climbing here. And the other shoots at Enva because she's the easiest target. Doesn't.
Do you have like any AoE spells? Anyone?
Well, I have spells. The thing is, like, I need to be able to be alive to use them.
Alright, so now it's the woman in black and she gets to reroll. her
Point being,
save.
there's a large zone there. Can you cast one AoE spell and disable like most of them?
All I got for AoE is sleep.
The problem is
That's not
it
gonna
took her
work.
turn. Alright, so she's no longer paralyzed. Yllwynn, you continue running.
Mm, nah, I'll just postpone my actions till
You can't-
some till the rest are.
You can't delay your actions. You can prepare an action, but you can't delay your turn.
Why not?
Because the rules say so.
Okay, so I go 30 feet and prepare my action when they run up a bit, so that I'll continue running and not just to leave them behind.
Alright, Gorstad.
Oh. Are any of the guards trying to clamber up from my position? No. That's
Nope.
good. How much was it? I guess time to wiggle backwards away. I glance over to Yllwynn if she still has the pouch.
Yeah, it's totally clutching it. Safely.
Yeah, I still have the pouch.
Okay, I proceed to just wave at her like, get the fuck down, get down! Very wildly waving at her like, get the fuck down! That's all I do.
Can I go hide as a reaction?
No? You already prepared your action. I believe the trigger was not met.
No.
Okay, Enva.
Well, let's cast level 2 sleep. So I believe that's a 78. On the fucking priesty guy, and then run the fuck away.
+2, and that's it. You sleep 2 of the guards.
Oh, that's better than none of them.
And you just book it. Tiki?
Well, I don't know what's really to the east. Like, what's to the east? If I move and dash, I can move 100 feet.
Yeah, you
That's
can
what I'm
drop off
asking.
the roof and jump into the yard, the lands around the estate.
Alright, well, I guess I'll get the fuck out of here, essentially. I
All right.
guess I'll move somewhere on the east side here of the
All right.
screen.
So
where I
if you
can't see
so
shit.
you're just bailing. You have no intention of turning around. You're just getting as far away as you
No,
can.
no, I still want my money, so I'm keeping a track of the party, but like I don't want to be in line of sight
Okay.
of those little
So
archers.
Yllwynn, do you run as well? Because it looks like the better portion of the party is running. Does that trigger your prepared action?
Yeah.
All right. So you run as well. All right. So the guards. Okay. So this guard is the only one that can actually do anything important. So he climbs up and tries to grapple the woman. And that's a +3. Oh, that's not gonna work. Oh, that's not gonna work.
Actually, can I move 50 and do an action
Yes.
instead? Alright. I move 50 and then I shoot at the fucker in black.
All right. Roll to hit.
Let's
normal
see
roll.
here. We're going to do a little special thing here. Where is that thing? Bonus action. Choing. That's on
Okay.
the bitch in black. And then we do this one. Bam. 19
damn.
damage. That's
a
double crit, bro.
It's a crit. You should add the
Why is the
dice.
additional damage 0 though?
Because you didn't configure the crit. Roll another d8 and d6.
Isn't it double then?
You double the damage dice.
Yeah, but that's 19, so double that.
No,
So
no, no.
it's
You
like
double the damage dice. You don't add the bonuses twice. So you roll another d8 and another d6 for the damage. I think you also rolled a d6.
7.
Okay, so that's 26. Cool. Yeah, you hit her. Okay, guess I'll roll her HP.
Wait, who are you shooting? The lady?
Yeah, it's hard.
She has.
Oh wait,
Why
she's
are you
wounded!
trying
She's
to
wounded!
kill
Wait. Then I get the Colossus bonus as well, which is another D8. I forgot about that.
Oh no, she's not wounded. Her wound's closed. She had a turn since you hit her.
Ah, right. Never mind.
Okay, I'm rolling her HP.
Wait, what has the Colossus bonus? What
May
class?
I have that as my hunter perk? Basically, if something
Oh.
is wounded, I do another D8.
I know her HP now, and okay, you strike her like straight through the chest, like arrow flies straight through. Doesn't seem to face her that much, given the gravity of the wound.
It just literally goes straight through, and then it's like nothing happened.
Okay, yeah, you see the wound start closing up again, and she doesn't. Okay, and so what she does is she tries to shove the guard off of the roof. And I think she rolls. What does she roll? She rolls +3? No. It's like an attack, so it's +5 because you add the proficient. No, it's +6. Okay. That probably hits. Yeah, so he falls off the roof, back down. There's a Wilhelm scream. He lands back down. Slams himself for some damage. And the woman just runs off. You lose track of her. And she runs and she slides off the roof into the yard. Yllwynn, what do you do? Okay, so basically, Yllwynn, do you have any intention of sticking around, or do you just get out of the area?
Yeah, get out of the area.
Okay,
Hide,
Gorstad.
actually.
Gorstad.
You know, hiding.
So you need to roll hide. It's the roll for stealth because you haven't. Sure. Okay, Gorstad, what do you do?
Well, since I'm kind of sure of the fact that these fuckers are going to be coming up here, time to jump over to the other roof. Time to get up and leg it.
Which is the other roof, if you want to.
What I talked about earlier.
Okay, so you run up and you try to jump and okay, give me a dexterity saving throw. Let's see if you can, because you fall a little bit short.
Save.
Yeah.
You said acrobatics last time. You said
Yeah, that was just to get close
that
enough
is
to try
dex.
to get to the ledge. Now you're trying to grab it.
Acrobatics is dex.
Okay, so yeah, you managed to grab onto like an outcrop a little bit higher up, so you don't slam yourself against the ground below, and you can start climbing up.
Yep, that's the plan. How far can I go in? It's 35.
You have a lot of movement.
So that means I get to move 15.
You also have your dash action, remember?
Yeah, so I get to move 25 in because I was already moving.
Okay.
Do I
Okay.
still see the elf?
Yeah, because he's pretty bad at this whole sneaking thing, so you can see him like on the edge of the roof, like trying to balance sneakily. Enva.
I proceed to wave at the elf.
What
Does
the
the elf
fuck was that
receive me?
sound?
Valmona being Valmona.
Okay. Continue going east.
Okay, so you just leave this area completely.
Yeah, isn't everyone else doing that?
Pretty much.
Yep. Yes, Zeke.
So you doing that? Hello? Just forgot to confirm action. Did he leave or did I miss something?
Who left?
Wired, because
What?
Oh, he said he fucked off.
Yeah, I went
Yeah.
east.
must have cut off. I don't know. Okay. So Tiki is all that's left, I guess. Tiki,
Well,
what do you
I
do?
said I moved 50 feet, so I'm like way off the screen
All right.
now.
All
but-
right. So you all get the hell out, and that's all we see. There's just some shouts behind you, but you quickly lose them, and you meet back up at your usual inn. You're all back there. You're all safe. You're all alive. The entire town is abuzz with like rumors. People are milling about, walking around, not entirely sure. Not actually quite sure what happened, and yeah, busy night in general. So like it's still not dawn. Like it's just about to like start getting bright outside when you reach the inn. It's like jam packed with people. There's like a couple guards there who pay you no heed, whatever. There's townsfolk, merchants, everyone you can imagine is like milling, is out in the street and talking. And yeah, so you were a little out of the loop doing your job that got you rich, by the way. Like holy shit. You're actually in possession of this nice little bunch of 50 onyxes that amounts to 2,500 gold pieces.
And all we did was assist in the murder of the ruling class.
Yeah,
There we
about
go.
that. So, as it turns out, during the night, unknown perpetrators murdered some pretty important people. They murdered King Gorgons III. They murdered Prince
I
Gorgons,
fucking told you.
the heir to the throne.
I fucking told you the king's head is there.
And they murdered Prince Adam. Which roughly translates into... There's Princess Moza, who is lost, stolen, kidnapped, taken by the Royal Paladin Trader.
Yeah, we were trying to find her. I remember that.
And then the younger one who had a bad charisma roll, so she's not fit.
And then there's Princess Afte, who at the time was lucky. You guess. Well, the public guesses. Not sure what happened, but she's not dead. She's alive. She returned to the royal palace, and she's there being guarded under lock and key by like everyone important in the town, in the city. And yeah, someone did it. No idea who.
Are
There's a lot of
there
rumors.
any
There's a lot of
male
drama.
relatives, like uncles or some shit?
Yeah, there would be male relatives, but the next person in succession is Princess Afte.
So pretty
She would
much
be
just
queen.
whisper to whichever one of you guys beside me, I think we fucked up.
I mean, we didn't do anything. We just delivered it. Hey, I proceed to like lead over to our party. Do we have a rented room? Actually, I don't think we have a rented room.
Probably not, but you can do it now.
Go rent a room. We divvy up the booty, and we never seen each other.
It's a plan.
How does that sound?
Sounds good.
Fair enough.
So,
Roll over to the barkeep.
do I know if that was a vampire or not?
You can give me a pretty
can try a roll.
easy, like a history check. Pretty easy history check.
History check. Let's see where's history.
Vampire or like
20.
No, it wasn't a vampire. Vampires
Oh.
are dumb, savage, bloodthirsty beasts. This was a vampire lady. So a little bit
What's the
higher
difference?
up in the hierarchy.
don't you mean
they mostly
vampire thralls are the ones that are all retarded and stuff.
you can stop using the monster manual.
Okay. I'm just going by naming conventions because vampire and then vampire lady is pretty much like not very
Same
differentiated.
shit.
And a vampire lord, female type, whatever. Which would be vampire lady. Yeah, they
Okay.
are. They
Mistress.
basically
The title is
retain.
Mistress, you dipshit.
Is it?
No,
I'm
that's
fairly
not the
So-
title. That's not even
Lord.
close. Do you know what a mistress is?
Yes, also that connotation.
Do you?
Lord and Mistress are basically the same level.
So
No, it's lord and lady for the ruling class, for the people that actually have the power. Mistress usually refers to the lord's unmarried lover. That's usually what the mistress refers to. Unless you're referring to the lady
Modern
mistress,
definition.
in which case
yes.
refers to the married wife of the lord. Anyways, Destroyer's wrong, you're all wrong.
okay, so
I'm as
it's,
right
it's
as
some
it
kind
gets.
of
It's my word.
higher class vampire.
Basically, yes. They
purebred.
they retain their like intellectual acuity upon transformation into a vampire, and they gain all the benefits and some other disadvantages. But
So,
for the most part, the regeneration, the inhuman at times like strength, that is.
Yeah.
They're-
You
those
mentioned
traits are
that they
there.
transformed into a vampire, right? How does one transform into a vampire?
It usually involves another vampire.
Yeah, here's the thing. I just licked my short sword.
Wait, what?
Okay,
Stabbed her.
It tastes like metal.
He's trying to become a vampire.
I know,
by drinking
I know.
the blood of a vampire.
I know, there's probably some goop on it. It tastes a
What
little
I'm
yucky.
saying is it the classic version of turning into a vampire, or is it like not
Doesn't
like
she
that
have to
in
feed
this
from you
world
and
then?
then like you have to
You don't
No.
know.
drink vampire blood?
You
isn't it?
just drink
Oh.
the blood of the vampire and you become a vampire.
You don't
I think
know.
you need to
Normally it's
drink a
like,
meaningful
oh, they let
amount,
you
but
drink it
okay.
because they're very powerful, but in this case it
I
was
mean,
kind of
yeah,
like
that's the
forceful.
two
But
variants. Either they feed from you or you feed from them.
Okay, given a 20, you should probably know. No, to become a vampire, a vampire lord/lady needs to pass the taint on you. It's not as simple as contracting a disease.
all right.
Wonder what would happen if a vampire fed on someone with sickle cell disease.
Because I was like, I can fly. If I'm a flying
Nothing?
vampire, then I'm pretty
You're a
fucking
flying
evil.
vampire bird thing.
Yeah. That's kind of like, yeah.
That actually sounds terrifying.
That's
The destroyer.
terrifying.
Okay.
Especially with the giant or whatever bonus that you get additional damage on wounded opponents.
Yeah, and I mean, I got my favorite
Fucking
terrain as
double
well.
attacks.
So, like, if I'm in a forest, I can travel twice as fast as anyone else, meaning that I could potentially outrun or chase down anyone in a forest as long as I've seen them. In other words,
yeah,
I
back to
could
topic.
kill like
Back
tons of shit.
See,
Yeah, okay.
shit,
Anyway,
we will
okay.
nerd out
So
afterwards.
we got shit.
We
We're in
rent
a
a room.
tavern.
Yes, we go. I go and rent a room for myself and invite the other fucks.
Are we going to sleep?
No, we're just gonna divvy the booty, and then
Okay.
you go do whatever the fuck you want. Okay, everyone agrees with that plan. Okay,
Yeah.
we've
Well,
rented
yeah.
the room. How much that bloody cost me?
I think it's a negligible cost. We can omit it for now.
Okay, I will just deduct the single gold coin then. And we're in the room. And how much did we get in total then? Now that we
The
are
pouch of
able to
onyxes.
actually take.
The pouch of onyxes it totals to like 2,500 gold pieces of worth.
And turns out it's fake.
Oh no, those are pretty real onyxes.
Oh, we only got 2. Okay, we actually need to sell these first.
I mean, they're exchangeable for cash pretty much anywhere.
Yeah, but like immediately after someone high king getting murdered, exchanging gemstones by low lives is not exactly the smartest idea. Okay, does anyone have a criminal contact offense we can sell to?
Crickets, crickets. Well, we
I thought we were just gonna divvy them up.
I mean, I have a fence.
but here's the thing: we don't need a fence per se because we haven't stolen gems. We're selling gems, so essentially, it wouldn't be illegal to sell this to some random person. Meaning that any kind of merchant wanting to gain some money would accept this as like a trade, because they don't have any benefit in turning us in rather than taking the gemstones. You know?
And again, this is just another form of gemstones are just another form of currency. So just exchange them for another thing. If you go exchange them all in a single establishment into like gold coins, that's probably a little bit suspicious to cash out 2,500 gold like a time like this for sure. That being said, nobody's going to look at you funny if you just exchange a couple, right?
Well, we just need to exchange 5. Each person takes 5, and then we exchange the money from the other 5. There. Because you can't divvy 25 by 4, but you can divvy 20 by 4.
Yeah, basically this comes up to 625 gold pieces for everyone.
We can just take 6 and exchange a single one.
Or we can do that, true. But that's
Fine.
lame.
Anyway, I think we can the minutia of dividing out the coins are not going to be much of a problem. Do you guys want experience?
Yes. Is that a
Yes.
fucking
Yeah.
question?
I'm just making
No,
sure.
we hate experience. Fuck experience.
All right,
I hate
0.
that stuff.
Cool. So, for avoiding the first, let me get a calculator. Avoiding the first.
What experience do I have at level 3, by the way? I don't remember that.
900.
I thought it was. You sure it's 900?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So for avoiding the first pursuit, you get 700 experience. And then for completing the deal, getting out of it alive, you get more. I just need to find how much you get, because this is hard.
Are we not supposed to survive this?
Huh? No, you're supposed to survive this. Probably. I just for some reason didn't think it would be a good idea to like establish how much experience this thing is worth. The hell is experience? An amount. Does ours come back? No. Okay. It's okay, I'm buying time anyway. Okay. And you get 1100 for. That's a wrong number. You get 1100 for finishing and surviving the deal. And I think it's only fair that you get another 1100 for completing the quest itself. So divided by 4, that means everyone gets 725 experience for each of you. Hooray! Good job. You live.
Woo. Halfway to level 4.
Yep. Okay, and since from what I understand, you're trying to divide the loot evenly, so every one of you gets 625 gold. You can write down the full 50s and onyxes if you so desire. And yeah, where did he go? I could finish now, but it's like then
Is there anything more we
will
need?
miss it. Need as in?
As in, is there any more information? Otherwise, I'll just go to bed.
Yeah, there's like one more thing I wanted to say, but since Xellos is gone, it's like a little rude.
Alright, in that case, I'll be AFK for a very short moment and fix some stuff in real life, and you can tell me when I'm back what's happening. Because I'm the only one who has a timetable here. Like, I need to wake up in 5 hours and 55 minutes, so, like, I need to fix stuff.
Alright.
So, right back.
Well, I wake up in like 8 and a half. I'm good.
Well, I wake up in like
You wake up
14.
at noon.
14 hours.
You don't count.
Destroyer, shouldn't you be like botching a surgery right now?
Thankfully, no. Because even the evening shift that we're supposed to do ends at like 9 p.m. It's 10. So I'm good. But yeah, alright, yeah, this is the end of the session. I just have a little bit of a lore dump to give you. Yeah, how did you like it?
I would have liked actually playing the regular campaign instead of apparently assisting in the murder of the king, but okay.
Oh, look, man. It's important from a story perspective. Usually, you know, the cessation of life of someone important really gets other things going.
Leave the razor alone.
No. It's the safety is on. I'm fine. Don't worry. Playing with the handle. So yeah, Valmona. How did you like it?
I liked it, though. I have problems with the fact that they are just all one shots, and we're creating characters just for these 4 hours. It's not. We can't really use their whole potential.
Well, yeah, it's just a quick little thing. You don't have to pay too much attention to the details.
Yeah, but
A bit of a trade-off. It's a bit of a bitch to plan, though. Like, people seem to not have the time when I have the time. Alright, so both of them went. Cool. They've just laid out the news when Zeke was there.
Righto, is he back yet?
Yeah. Ah, there you go. Okay,
He's
so
back.
I got a tiny bit delayed.
a short while after you got after you know the eventful night happened, News from Torfane reaches the capital, and it's not exactly nice either, because you learn that it was attacked by demons. Like, it was like a small demonic invasion in Torfane, and yeah, whatever of the order was left there was basically butchered, murdered. There's not, there's like just a small handful of
Wait, does that mean
priests
that
left.
Zaya is dead? Yay!
Asshole.
Wait, so what?
Uh,
Zaya's dead? What happened? What?
So yeah, in terms of what this in terms of the effects of the consequence of this invasion, like most of the order is currently busy and or dead, because
Is that a razor blade?
that's a razor blade. Because they went north, and that's all she wrote about them. You don't hear shit about, you haven't heard shit about the expedition there, mostly because there's no news from north at all, which is presumably bad. And whatever was left, you know, this small skeleton crew of people in Torfane and Patriarch Joshua and Matriarch Marazil, I believe this should ring a bell in Wired's church and in Xellos's.
Wait, what's ringing a bell in my head?
Okay, I'm glad you're paying attention. So Patriarch Joshua was killed in the invasion, and Matriarch Marazil somehow, someway survived it.
Wait, so the guy that I liked and was a bro is dead, and then the one that was all cold and bitchy is the surviving.
Yes, and
Wow.
yeah, and that
Sorry.
she is the only leading figure that is like in any contact in terms from the order right now. So that organization is currently kind of in ruins.
So how'd he die?
Demons. Yeah,
How
I'm
did
glad
they
you were
get to
paying
him?
attention, because I literally said I have a lordom, everyone's here. Okay, let's go, and then you just like, I don't know, disappeared.
Well, I prefer ridden lordoms. It's easier to pay attention.
You should pay attention to my voice. Basically, demonic invasion. The details are murky because of the distance and all the time. Yeah, thank you for playing. There's going to be at least 2 more one-shots in kind of in this vein. Hope you enjoyed this one. I'll see you next time.
Yay, I guess.
Closing
Did you say
words.
vein?
In this vein. As in, like this one.
Ah.
Yeah, any closing words from anyone?
Hey, Lamau.
Fantastic. Wave at the camera and I'm switching it off.
Time to
Goodbye,
get
everybody.
GTFO.
Anyway, off to bed. Laters.